Hello, hello, welcome. This is Maniac Tim with Maniac Sports. How's everybody doing today? Well, Justin Fields is no longer a Bear. Out of the NFC North, uh, probably gonna have Caleb Williams as a Bear real soon. So, wow, what does this mean for Detroit? What does it mean for Chicago? Um, we have yet to see what it means. Fields. Um, Struggled at times, although he really didn't struggle a lot against the Lions. Him being a running quarterback really gave the Detroit Lions a lot of trouble, a lot of. Not to say that Caleb Williams is going to be any different, but who knows? One of the things that the Lions did to go ahead and try to help plug that defensive line up. Uh, they got DJ Ryder. TJ agrees to a contract, 2-year contract, $27.3 million contract after Bengals and Saints. This guy is a this guy is a big boy. This guy, as long as he can stay healthy, he's going to mean a difference on that line. He's going to probably take some of the pressure off Hayden Hutchinson as far as where you got two people that go ahead and try to block Aiden Hutchinson. You got two people that's going to need to try to block a Ryder here, and what the hell? There's only so many people on that offensive line, so we could see some more sacks. We should definitely see some more pressure, but the main thing is him staying healthy along with the other starters. Um, so, what do you guys think? Do you guys think this was a smart move, a smart signing? I think so. We were expecting a bigger splash. I think right from day one, Lions really didn't get the splash that we were hoping for, but things started to trickle in uh, more and more. Uh, there's been a few free agents signed now, and hey, but and I got a friend of mine that's going to be going to Bristol. Hey, Grandizer 12, how's it going? How's it going? Man, it's been a while. It's been a while since we talked. It's going pretty good here. It's going pretty good. So nice to see you again. But yeah, I don't know. I think uh, the pickups that the Lions had is going to help the team. Uh, um, I like I like Ryder. I like that one. I think the best of all so far. Um, because the other one that they got, he was basically just kind of like a transitional player, uh, more or less. But yeah, right. I think Ryder's going to do a lot for the Lions. I really do. I think that it's going to be. They did get a corner. I haven't read that article up on him yet, and they traded for a corner too. So and these people have been talking Super Bowl already. I don't. They did trade for a corner for San Francisco to San Francisco. Um, Yeah, I don't know. I've been hearing that a lot of the things are going to wait until after the draft to really bring in some things. Um, they had some cap room, but I don't know what they got now. I know they still have, at least the last I knew, they hadn't re-signed Goff or extended Goff's contract yet. There's still some in-house people that they still need to get taken care of too. So there's those considerations. So that's. But I mean, I just how's how's work? How was work? How is your Saturday? It's 12:05. Rat Patrol is on. Actually, I didn't work today. Today I just kind of had like a fun day, but work's been all right. This week work has been all right. I didn't work. Uh, Actually, I didn't work Saturday. Today's Sunday now over here because it's 3:05 here right now. Uh, but this was my Saturday off, so I didn't I didn't have to work it. Thank God. Rat Patrol is okay. World War Two. Yeah. Hey, pretty soon we're gonna be having the men's Final Four coming. Or not Final Four. Pretty soon we're gonna be having the NCAA tournament coming up. Yes, I'm up late. I'm up late. Uh I don't know why. I'm just up late tonight. You know what? Hey, if I would have started it, actually, um, uh, 55 minutes from now, or then I could have had the roar at 4. Oh God. Man. I heard one rumor, but I don't really know if I how true this is, or how I heard that somebody said that the Lions would be a good landing spot for Odell Beckham Jr. You know, he's been around, and when he's healthy, he's good. But I know they did bring Jonathan Peoples Jones. They did re-sign him for 1 year, so that's good. Uh, the weather it, it was a little colder than what I like it. It didn't really rain yesterday, but it was around 45 degrees. They're talking snow again, either today or tomorrow, something like that. Not much snow, but you know, over here in Michigan, it's like, well, we get the weather, and it's like, you get the weather, and it's like, spring's trying to come in, but old man winter, he just don't want to let go, and that's one of the lovely parts about Michigan is, uh, winter sure fights to stay alive. You know, I mean, it, it's I mean, you could have you know, it can be springtime on the calendar, but it does not make it springtime weather-wise here in Michigan all the time. Because it's just the way Michigan is. Um, but of course, it's better than Alaska if you look at it, or better than Siberia. Although I remember there was one year, a few years back, where Alaska didn't get no snow, and we got hammered that year. So usually on the most part we're better than Alaska, but sometimes we had a Rat Patrol 12 o'clock. Hi is on. Do you recall that TV show and the B-17 bomber? I do remember somewhat about it. Now wasn't Rat Patrol the ones where they had like they have those jeeps? Most of the jeeps with the guns on them. I do remember that. I don't remember much about the B-17. The show B-17. I don't remember too much, but I do remember Rat Patrol. Yep, the Jeep. In the desert, North Africa. Heck yeah. Yep, I do remember that. Yep. Not a lot of firepower, but man, those Jeeps could move. you know. You're talking some old time TV there. Way back before we were before when cable was even. Shoot, I mean, people our age remember how it was when you just had network television. you know, you didn't have cable, let alone all the streaming services that you have now. You know, and shoot, when cable first came out, you didn't get very much. You didn't get like the digital cable you got now. You had, you were lucky to get 10 channels back then and stuff. Oh wow, yeah, yeah. I definitely remember some of this stuff. yeah. Oh boy, and I'm sure you remember McKell's Navy. Oh shoot. Oh man. Oh man. Talking about some funny war shows. Uh, man, I'm surprised they all didn't end up in jail. All the darn stuff that went up there. So for sure, for sure. But he, but one of my friends, he's going to Briscoe, so uh, on my Maniac Sports. Maniac Sports, the Facebook Maniac Sports. I'm going to go ahead and have some pictures of the race, and maybe some videos too. He's going to try to send me videos and stuff like that. And hopefully he will be on for an interview uh, on Monday sometime for that because I really want to interview. Because I tell you, this friend of mine, he's not a sports person, so this is a this is a good thing for him to actually go to one. I wish I was going, so you all right. I saw combat at 12 o'clock high on Rat Patrol on reruns. You lived through World War III. Heck, you recall the Spanish American War before and World War I. Yeah, you kind of had me a little bit fooled there because you put the exclamation point, and I almost read at World War II. Yeah, I was really alive back then. I go way, 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 way back. You know, I'll tell you, I'm kind of like those immortals in the Highlander. You know, I mean, yeah, there's only one way to get rid of me. It's just you gotta behead me in order to that's the only way. And there's I mean, but I mean, the funny part about that damn show, the saying is there can only be one. But you know what? There's always another one. There's never just one. Oh God. Any plans to go to draft day 2 or 3? Meet up with the roar of the UK. I'm I put in for tickets. I haven't heard anything back yet. I I'm trying to go. Uh, I mean, those are my plans. I am trying to go. I shouldn't really have a problem getting the time off from work because they're supposed to be working on my 2 lines, so my 2 lines will be down. So having putting in for vacation for those all the days of the draft. But yeah, I'll tell you what, if there's a way I can go ahead and meet up with the Roar to UK, that would be awesome, awesome for sure, for sure. Yeah, I know. I seen the one. Yes, the Highlander. I'll tell you, I didn't start watching that one right away, um, until because I really didn't know what it was about. Then once I started watching the reruns, the TV series part about that with Devin McCloud. I can't say his name. Excuse me, Devin McCloud. Uh, you know, that was his name, right? I know Connor was the one in the movies. Uh, but I really like that show. Hey, I figured around one is really expensive. Day 2 and 3 could be cheaper. You're correct there. You're correct there. Like I said, I put in for tickets. Um, I probably put in a little bit too late, but I I haven't really heard because there's some lotteries and stuff like that too. But I mean, I'd pay to go see that because this is one of the few times that you're going to see the draft in Detroit. Next year is supposed to be at the Slackerland, Slacker Packers, whatever. But now, hey, I'll tell you, I'm really looking forward to seeing how. I'm looking forward to seeing how the new defensive line's going to look. With DJ Ryder in there. I'm sorry. I think as long as he can stay healthy, I think that's going to really open up the pass rush. I really do. That's when I heard and he wanted to come here. And that's one of the things that has changed. You have gotten Detroit has went from a team where people thought, "Oh my God, I don't want to play for the Lions." But Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes has built a team where people want to come and play, where you don't need to overpay for mediocre players like you had to in the past. And being just that one step, 3 points away from tying, 4 points away from going to the Super Bowl. OMG, OMG, and I'll tell you what, I know all of the NFC North has gotten better. I know that, and except maybe we don't know what Minnesota's going to be yet without Kirk Cousins. But I mean, to tell me that Kirk Cousins was such a big loss, there was talk about getting rid of Kirk Cousins 2 years ago because he couldn't win the big game. So I know he could help Atlanta and stuff like that. He's better than what they had in Atlanta, but I don't think he's going to be the all get out and go uh, star that everybody's saying that he's going to be. That's my but I know that the Bears. I expect the Bears to be better. They've gotten they got two outstanding receivers now. You know, uh, so they're you know um, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with as long as Caleb Williams can go ahead and really, yeah, if that's who they take in the draft. Who would have ever thought that, you know, I mean, I'll tell you what, last year, at the end of the year, if you would have told me Kenny Pickett would be out and Russell Wilson and Justin Fields are going to be the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers, I would have said, "What the heck have you been smoking? That's not going to happen." But you know what? It happened. It happened, and I mean, yes, I'm. It's like um, Justin Fields' value went down. Sixth round conditional draft pick could end up if for some reason Wilson gets hurt or plays so damn bad. Who knows what the hell's going to happen with Wilson? Wilson could go ahead and change and actually be a hell of a lot better than what we think, and because this could be the second coming for Wilson. But if it's not, if he goes ahead and flubs up, you know, they got Justin Fields waiting in the backfield, and we know that Justin Fields knows how to run a team. So and plus if somebody else gets hurt, who knows? So and and of course, Wilson, Wilson's contract, you know, it it's pretty darn funny that Russell Wilson's contract is being paid for more by the Denver Broncos than it is by the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that was a no-brainer for Pittsburgh to go ahead and get Russell Wilson and give him that, give him the starting job. It was just okay. Be right back. All right. Like like you said, there's always another immortal. Not every immortal wants to kill the others. That's true. In 1990s, this sci-fi fantasy that was popular, but they were not heard for now. Okay, yeah, and of course you'll be right back. But and of course I got my Lions Nation Unite shirt on. Uh, I'm rocking it with my Tiger Lions cup. Uh, and I got my Detroit Lions hat on. So that's good. That's good. But yeah, this is Maniac. This is Tim's Maniac Sports and Entertainment. This is a Maniac One show where everybody can be a maniac, whether you're a Bears fan, a Lions fan, um, whether you are a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Man, I'll tell you, oh gosh, uh, I don't I don't care. This no me. I'm Lions all the way, 100% Lions. Now if you're a Packer fan, I will treat you with respect. I may need to be slap you a little bit just for the heck of it. And yeah, I'm just having fun. But shoot. But yeah, this is Maniac Sports. Welcome everybody. Please make sure you guys leave your comments, questions, and everything in the chat here. But yeah, I am a Maniac Tim. All right, glad to see you made it back. Glad to see you made it back. Uh, Beauty and the Beast was another popular series in the 1990s. However, I thought that was rather boring. Yes, and that was one of the ones I didn't really see until much later. Until and it was like I seen on some of the reruns and stuff like that, and that was yeah I wasn't really a big fan of that one either. You know, but Beauty and the Beast, one of those '90s. I tell you, TV is so different nowadays. You know, you have so much reality show and stuff like that. You need an I'll tell you what, you never had to worry about things like Honey Boo Boo and all this other stuff. God, I mean, uh, I never. I'll tell you I never watched it. Okay, I was watching a YouTube channel that talked with an actress that was on the TV show Forever Night, which I recall was popular in the '90s, but now it's forgotten. Do you recall Forever Night? Uh, I recall the movie, the TV show. I cannot say because I do remember the movie was based on where like a lot of the vampires came in and wasn't it where the wasn't it like in Alaska and they were just starting the 12 or 6 months of nighttime over there overnight. Yeah, 500-year-old vampire that was a cop. Hmm. All right. You know what? Now since you now since you bring it up, because he did everything at night. He was a nighttime cop, so I do remember a little bit of it. You okay? That was 30 Days of Night. Okay, yeah, I just had but I do. I didn't see a lot of the episodes, but I do remember some of the episodes of that because, yeah, the I remember the vampire. Yeah, he went and he solved all these problems, but he had to work at night because, of course, being a vampire, you couldn't work in the day during the day. You know. Yep. Yep. But you know what? In the daytime, he slept in the graveyard. Well, and in the maybe not in the graveyard, but she slept in the accommodations of the graveyards, which would be, of course, the coffins that vampires sleep in. Uh, and let's see. I'm trying to think of other Forever Night, and I I don't. Yeah, I can't recall either. I can't recall what city it was in either. So tell me, were you much for the Supernatural series? I know that ended not a couple of years back. The one with Sam and Dean. Yeah, I should have been. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'll tell you, it's one thing. It's been I've been tired more lately during the week than what I should be. So it was definitely good to have 2 days off this weekend. Supernatural was good. I didn't get addicted to it though. Yeah, now I started watching it. Uh, you know, I started watching it basically. I it seems like I get everything during seems like I get everything during reruns, and of course you can catch up because I think it was on TNT or something like that where I got to see it. I got to see you get to see like the 4 shows in a row. I got to see like 4 shows, 3 or 4 shows in a row before I went to work, and that's how I kind of got into it. Uh huh. That cryptic content creators that love. Well, yeah, the dog man. Okay, so it looks like I need to go ahead and give an open invitation to the dog man to be interviewed by the one and only Maniac Tim from Maniac Entertainment. And I want to know if you want to sign up uh, to promote the show. Shoot. Uh, so the Raw in the UK are they going to be there all 3 days or just the second and third day? I tell you, their channel is rocking now. I mean, it's pretty good. And I know Jeremy B. He's starting to really get in there too, into a lot of things. You know, I talk to him every so often. Uh, but of course he does. I mean, it seems like he's on all the time now. You know, which is good for him. All right, let me see. But yeah, so what's your feelings? I know this is not supposed to be a real 100% match, but what's your feelings on this Mike Tyson stepping back into the ring? Today I seen his workout video, and I'll tell you what, he's that content creator. He's gonna get his butt whipped. Mike Tyson ain't gonna. I mean, at first you see Mike Tyson talking on again, but what do you think about Mike Tyson getting back into the ring? And I know it's not going to be, like I said, I know it's not going to be. I know he didn't quit his job. He works. He's a nighttime manager now. So yeah, he didn't quit his job. Uh, I didn't mean to, but he's when I met all the time, it means that I see him a lot on there. He's not on there all the time. He's just on there. Seems like every time I look, he's on there all the time. But no, yeah, true, 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 true. I guess he does need that money. Hey Megan, how's it going? How's it going? What do you think of the Seahawks moves? Love everything but Williams. Yeah, Seahawks. I think the Seahawks are going to be. They always gave us fits anyways. But I think they're going to give a lot more teams fits for sure. Um, yeah. And what do you think about Atlanta, Megan? Oh, and I'll tell you what. What about the double punch and running that you're going to have with Lamar Jackson and their new running back? It just seems some teams. It just seems some teams just get so much better. I mean, come on. But yeah, no, I really, yeah, I think the Seahawks are just gonna really rock some people's world. So Jeremy lost me with the Pro Bowl talk. How he said he was to be right all the time, so he's too competitive. Yeah, he does have that harsh edge where yeah he does have that I always gotta be right mentality. So I definitely see your point, and you know if he could ever get past that, it would be it would mean a lot. You know, uh, I think that would just elevate his show a lot more. But yeah, Tim, UFO aliens, Dungeons, Dragons, and Bigfoot are overkill on YouTube. These cryptic content creators really need to find another topic. Boring now. Wow. Seahawks, Lions, Super Bowl, here we come. Oh, wow, wow. Yeah, yep. Mm-hmm. Although only, although only one of us can be in the Super Bowl at the time, you know, because you guys did need to move from the AFC over to the NFC, you know. I mean, just think if you guys would have still been, if the Seahawks would have still been an AFC team, then you guys could have played the Lions in the Super Bowl. And I know you would, that would have been one hell of a game. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, the Lions were one step, were 4 points away from the Super Bowl. 4 points. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Oh, but I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. You look at all these moves that are going on in free agency. There's a lot of teams that. Uh, what do you think of Mike? Love him at the Ravens. Yeah, like saying the Ravens, the Ravens. Oh man, talking about the Ravens. This I'm surprised that the Hawks did so much this free agents never did before. Yeah, I know you're a Ravens fan here. I know. Well, my gosh. I mean, uh, I'll tell you, I think the Ravens are going to give the um, Kansas City and Buffalo, because Buffalo and any other team in the AFC. I don't see how the not Raiders, Ravens cannot be in the Super Bowl next year. They, yes, they stunk it up in the AFC Championship game. You know, I think they're going to mature. I think they're going to progress. Myself, I think Buffalo's time is over. They have lost a lot in that they just had to, they had to gut a lot of their defensive players uh, just to try. I think their window has seemed to pretty much close. So, I just so tell me. All right, yeah, yeah, he did, but he got the coaching staff that knows how to, that knows how to give him the game that he needs. So, Megan, how torn would you be if Seattle played the Ravens in the Super Bowl? I know you would want Seattle to win because I know you're more of a Seattle fan than a Ravens fan. Ravens are like your number two team. Yeah, Maven, Raven. Sorry, Ray. Sorry, Megan. I mixed up your name with Ravens. Yeah. Does that mean you're a bird brain? No, I'm joking. Oh, you know, so you're just bird batting. The Eagles, the Cardinals too, and the Falcons. Like I said before, I am at 12, first and foremost, but won't be upset. Okay, you cannot have a win-win situation. You got if it's a Super Bowl, you got to go for one. Yes, the other can be your consolation prize, but you got to go with one. And I know, like you said, you're 12th, and the 12th is, is the, is of course the Seattle. Uh, okay, I would be devastated at the 12th. Exactly. Like, I'll tell you what, to be honest, Megan, and this is, they're no longer mine, all right, but my second favorite team used to be the 49ers. They used to be, okay? They were like my backup team. It was just, you know, yeah, not for no in particular reason. It's just that I just, when I started watching football, they were winning and stuff like that, and that was more kind of like my backup team. But when good old Jim Harbaugh went ahead and he was, and he just kind of just ditched ditched the Lions, more or less. I tell you what, after that, I hated the 49ers. I did. I just, that just because you were, I mean, you went after my team, the team that I really care about. you know. Oh yeah, we do like to joke with Megan. We do. Back in the Montana days, the Niners were my team too. So tell me, does that hurt you now to say that? That you were once an enemy? There's just one guy at work. I gotta put my hat on backward for this. Okay. He used to be a Detroit Lions fan. He lost so much money betting on the Detroit Lions when Joey Harrington was a quarterback that he left the Lions, and now he's a dang Green Bay Packer fan. I mean, what? Ugh. Okay. Hell yes, but I never saw Seattle back then. Okay. uh Grant, no, you're glad you got Hall. So that's going to be weird. With both the two Hardball brothers in the AFC now. It's but I think it's going to take a little bit for Jim to rebuild that because even though he does have Justin Herbert, the salary cap issues have forced a lot of cuts there too. So I mean, there's just that window. Never won in Field or McCarthy. Okay, and we have Harbaugh as special teams coach. Jim Stone, I think. Man, there's a lot of hardballs and there's a lot of hardballs in the NFL, isn't there? In the AFC. Well, you know what? There was that one time we had a Lombardi that was the offensive coordinator for the Lions. Talking about weird, you know. Yeah, it is what it is. Hey, why didn't you guys go after Cousins? What's your take on Kirk Cousins? What do you think that's going to do for Atlanta there? You know, I I think it'll make them better. You know, but it to me it's kind of like a math. It's like okay, you know, it's not going to get them the Super Bowl. It may get them. It should get he should get them a winning record, but it's not. It's like I would have died. Loved Kurt as a Viking. Yeah, but one of the things, his drawbacks was kind of like Dak Prescott. He was good in the regular season. I mean, I'll tell you what, he was a frustrating quarterback for the Lions to play, but it wasn't too long ago, and I think it was a year before last, a couple years ago, they were saying, they should trade Kirk Cousins. I mean, even this year, they were saying, they were. there was talk about it. They should trade Kirk Cousins to the Jets or something when Aaron Rodgers went down, and that was of course before Kurt went down himself. But so it was he was not the all-time albeit savior for the Vikings. Vikings too. So it's like he's like he's good. He's better than what they had, but I mean, let's just face it. He had a lot of talent around him. It will get them closer to the Super Bowl, but not in Super Bowl. If if that makes sense. Yeah, yeah, it does make sense. It makes them a better team. It makes them more competitive, but it's not that guy. It's not like when Matthew Stafford went to the Rams. It's not, you know, it's not that, and it, okay. This is going to be as far for for results. Okay, it is not going to make the best of sense, but it isn't what Cleveland thought Deshaun Watson was going to be, because when Cleveland brought in Deshaun Watson, they basically expected him to be that final key to the puzzle to get them to the Super Bowl. And now with 2 years of him being on the sidelines more than what he's played, and them giving him all that guaranteed money, you know, Kirk Cousins will really get to see what he's going to be like. I think this is what's going to tell. Okay. The Vikings fans have said that for years. I think Atlanta is a great fit for. He is a piece, but not the whole thing. Exactly. Exactly. And you know, now in saying that, okay, I mean, my my last show was, do they get it? And what I was talking about, and I was talking about this about the Lions too, because at that time they were not making the trades, or the free agent pickups, and stuff like that. You know, everybody wants that Super Bowl. Everybody does. And I think that because some of the Atlanta fans were, and NFL Network, NFL, Good Morning NFL Network, they were like kind of in some ways dogging the fans for not being more excited about Cousins. But see, they don't get it. Every fan, I don't care what team you are, if you just go ahead and get somebody that will get you only so far, but not to that Super Bowl, it's like going on your date with a second cousin or something, in a way. It's like getting a consolation prize. I mean, yeah, I was proud that the Lions did what they did, that the Lions went ahead and got to the NFC Championship. I was proud. But my hunger, and I know you relate to that too. And although you guys have been in 3 Super Bowls, won one of them, all right. But it's getting to that Super Bowl. It's winning the chip. It's winning. It's being able to get to that point where, hell, I'm better than everybody else. I'm the best that year. And that is why a lot of the fans did not go at, I mean, sure, they were excited about being a better team and stuff like that. but are they looking at, is it is it going to be a is he going to be a building block to actually eventually get him to the Super Bowl, or is he just somebody because being a Lions fan, okay, being a Lions fan for too many years, there was, I mean, Megatron was brought in, and I'm not ditching these players, okay, don't get me wrong, because I'm not ditching Megatron, I'm not ditching Barry Sanders, I'm not ditching Billy Sims, okay, I'm not ditching Matthew Stafford, but some of these players were brought in just to get the butts and seats, and it didn't leave the players. They would not get the people around them to actually get them to win that Super Bowl, that chip. So basically, it left. At the end of the day, it was good, but was not what you really wanted. It's like it's like you get that pack of cookies that's not the Oreos, but close to the Oreos. You know? All right. I have not been so excited for the Seahawks season in years. Yeah, I can understand. I think he could be. If he isn't, I'm not going to be surprised. And I'm sure that's about Kirk Cousins. That was answering. We had this We had that in Seattle for years. Yeah, yeah, you did. It was good, but not brilliant. Yeah. Now, one of the things that this trade that Chicago did with Justin Fields, okay, is I think that they believed Caleb Williams or whoever they get as quarterback can get them. I mean, it's pretty obvious, okay, that can get them a lot further. Plus, you get that rookie salary cap deal and stuff like that, where Justin Fields was getting where he was at that point, where and I had heard that they did get him a second cut, but if they would have just been 100%, I'm going with Justin Fields and stuff like that. By getting Caleb Williams, you possibly get a better quarterback, all right, and the uh, you get the draft pick, but more important, you get that rookie salary cap deal. So you can spend your money on other things. See, that's the only bad part about once I mean, as far as for salary cap issues and stuff like that, is once you get to that point, a quarterback gets to that point, or any player where they get out of that rookie salary cap, you got to start spending money. You know, uh, yeah, Fields a sixth rounder. Yep, who would have thought that Caleb is not going to be going to the Bears? You don't think Caleb Williams will go to the Bears? You don't think so? Yeah, it was Fields for sixth rounder, but it's conditional if he plays like over 50% of the, let's say Russell gets hurt or whatever. Uh, if he plays over 50%, it could go down to a fourth round pick. Is what I heard instead of sixth round pick because he is not going to be the starting quarterback. Russell Wilson is going to be the starting quarterback. I think the pass, but yeah, but he did go to the he did go to the okay, you're talking about, so you think So who do you think the because Chicago got the number one pick. If there's who do you think they're going to pick as quarterback now? Because Fields is gone. He's a Steeler. So who do you think Fields or who do you think Chicago will pick as their number one pick if it's not Caleb Williams? Because I can't. I mean, there's really no. Okay, all right, good answer. Good answer. Well, Caleb did say. I mean, he was asked about it, but I mean, of course, that's up to the Bears too. You know. Oh shoot. Sorry for the yawning, but thank you guys. You guys are watching um, the Maniac One Sports Show on the Tim's Maniac Sports Network. Yeah, I'm a network now. I don't care, but they better look after him, which is why I'm so glad the cards are off the table. Yep, that's true. So to speak. Yeah, but it must be weird though, because here you are, you know, one thing for sure, the Bears were a lot better last year when Fields was on the field than off the field. But one thing Fields could not do is beat the Packers. You know, I mean, and that's one thing you got to do. You know, got to beat the Packers. It's yeah. Yeah, that's right. Your brother's a Cards fan. Yeah. Oh, that's for sure. Man, and how many number one overall quarterbacks have been just totally trash? I mean, over the years, there have not been a lot of number one quarterbacks that have made it. You know, that have number one overall quarterbacks in the draft. I mean, way back when Ryan Leaf was there, you know, was oh, was talking about that on another stream. Okay. Excuse the coughing, everybody. Man, I'll tell you what, I can't wait for the draft though. That is when Brad Holmes seems to shine. Many is the answer. Okay. Me neither. Okay. Yeah, I know. It's like, man, and here it is in Detroit. Next year it's in Green Bay. We'll be awake for The full 3 days. Me too. Me too. What channel is the HI network? There. Are you talking to me or Megan? I'll tell you, I'm not sure. What, lots of coffee and sleeping for a week afterwards. Let me see. Muskegon's HI network. And that's something else. It didn't actually give it to me. Drop Bears movies. Oh boy. The post draft crash and a migraine hit hard. So 12 o'clock high noon. Now, wow. So, and, man, but yeah, I just can't wait. So Megan, what, draft pick you guys got? I know we got 29th overall, but I don't know since you guys didn't make the playoffs, you got a lot better one than we did. Although last year you guys made the playoffs and knocked us, or knocked, oh, you know, the Packers out. Oh, she doesn't get that. Okay, yeah. I I don't. Okay, so you're 16. HI network. All right. 1 second. I'm trying to look it up. I don't think we get it here. I actually don't. we go. We do get a. Let's see. I'm sorry, I'm still looking. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, of course, I got to put in a lot of information. You know, uh, I don't know. I'm trying to look it up. Okay, let me see. Because we lost second rounder in the trade, in the Williams trade, which I am still pissed about. Yeah. All right. 16th, 28th, and 81. 118th, 193, 233. We picked up 112 and 179 in the Howe trade. I think we lost two picks, but can't remember. Okay. For the HI network. I'm sorry. I was looking to see what I didn't know right off hand what channel it's on. Or so I was trying to answer your question, Grand Riser. Yeah, I wish. Okay, so the 109 or the 102 and the 179 came from the house trade and lost the 78 and 159 or 52. I can't read. It's too late. He's getting very sleepy. I think he must be talking to me. So, what time is it now over there? Is it what? Is it like one something now? 1:13 over there. And Megan, what time is it for you? I mean, you're you're like way over. Oh, you're writing everything down. 7:15 Sunday evening. So that means you are, of course, ahead of us because right now it's 4:14 uh, a.m. 4:14 a.m. So yeah. So everybody, welcome Megan all the way from Australia. Man, wow. And a Seattle Seahawks fan, a 12th at that, with her backup team being the Baltimore Ravens, which was formerly the Cleveland Browns before they moved to Baltimore and changed their name. So, henceforth, I'm probably going to get everybody ticked off at me in Cleveland But the Cleveland Browns are technically a copycat name. If you look at it. And that was back when Art Mordell wanted to move the team, and so the city was granted a new team. I think they went 1 or 2 years without a new team, or without a team in Cleveland. So if you look at it, Cleveland can look at it this way, and I. Also, so you were sleeping there, Grandizer. You were sleeping. You took a little break there. Kind of missed that. I got to give you a little bit of rising. You give me enough. Yep. Backup QB for Gino yesterday. Keep it up. In Arizona, it's 1:15. Yeah. Yep. Arizona. I remember back when the first USFL was around. Arizona had a team that was called the Arizona Wranglers of the United States Football League. So you may be in Arizona, but of course we know you're not a Cardinals fan. You are definitely a uh, Dolphins fan. Oh, yeah, yeah. We get to see the future on uh, what that got to bring. Oh boy, yep. We're just going to start calling you Future Girl, Megan the Future Girl. And you won't like it. Oh, it's on, it's on. Okay, ding, 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 ding. Let's get the bell running. Let's get the uh the SmackDown playing here. Megan in one corner, in the corner with the Seattle Seahawks colors, and Grandizer 12 with the um, Miami Dolphins colors on their shorts and uniforms, and they come out fighting. Oh, OMG. Okay, okay. Uh, wow, you got some face. Oh, and calling me Timothy at that. Hey, I'd rather have you call me Timothy than Timmy. Well, the cracklings are. I'll tell you what. With the way some of your salary cap moves had to do, I won't want to talk football if I was Dolphins fan right now either. I mean, other than Buffalo, I mean Buffalo needed to get hit worse than you guys than the Dolphins did. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Would it because of an older age? I mean, he's the one that always teased me about being a dinosaur. Granddad is putting up a good fight there, though. Grant, I can do two things. I watch hockey and football, and did today. Whoa! And both of them have collision in their name. Yeah. Ah. Oh boy, you're not saying anything, but yeah, in the windows though, huh? In the windows. Wow. Virgin is right. I won't like it. Yeah, that's for sure, man. All right, Megan. Hey, thanks for joining. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We'll need to have you. Uh, I'll need to send a link sometime. Get you back on here again, man. It's always great to talk to you, man, or woman. But yeah, and I know you gave me some razzing after your Seahawks beat my Lions this year, game two. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, love you too, Megan. Take care. I thought Baker was going to reunite with Flores. Forbes, man. I guess I am getting tired. For sure, Tim. Okay, I will. I will for sure. Um, yes, we did. And you know what? I'm sorry. I'm not. I mean, to me, it was more about beating the Packers. And you're welcome because I would much rather see Seattle in there than Green Bay. And we left Aaron Rodgers. Oh, by the way, what do you guys think about Aaron Rodgers possibly being vice president? I mean, I don't see him. I don't see third party being elected, but Aaron Rodgers running for vice president with Kennedy's son on the independent ticket. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, yeah. Kennedy's nephew. I'm yeah. Oh gosh, when I heard that, I just thought, oh gosh, I thought, what's this word coming to? No. Oh geez, yeah. Have a good meal, Megan. For sure. Enjoy your dinner. And yeah. And of course, we'll be playing you guys again this year. I don't know where we'll be at, or who knows. But yeah, uh, you know what? I do. It's starting to get that late too. Oh, cool. Yeah, you're right. I do gotta get to bed. I do. Yeah. Uh, take it easy. Peace out. Love for everybody. And hey, let's go live. Let's go ahead and let's just keep on going. Uh, of course, we're definitely going to be. I'll definitely be back either Monday morning or later on today. So, but this, yeah, and go Hawks! Oh yeah, one thing I haven't done is I haven't given a growl. I gotta before I go. I gotta give a growl. Roar! All right, yeah, I got it. I definitely had to give a growl out. But this is Maniac Tim with Maniac Sports. Wishing everybody a great night. And hope everybody had an awesome weekend. Not looking forward to going back to work Monday, but we just need to. Uh, I am proud. Hear me roar! Oh boy, yeah. And of course, all the Seattle fans know exactly what that means. Exactly. But I'll tell you what, over at over at Ford Field during the playoffs where you gave the 12th a little bit of run for the money and noise. Just had to point that out. Look. But of course, we're in a dome. I mean, shoot. Oh man, I remember the Kingdom. Gosh, I know it was there, but I remember when Seattle used to play in the Kingdom. Wow, that's been years. I still remember when they. I just had to go ahead and say that we. I mean, yes, and of course yours is open air too, so it isn't going to. I mean, so in a way, it's a cheat for us too because we got a ceiling where it bounces off. Your guys is are open air, so I mean that's just really. I guess this is nephew or something, but yep, the Kingdom. So oh, I know it's not a dome anymore. It used to be. Yeah, I mean I know it's not a dome anymore. That's for sure. Forward down the field. Okay, blew my hearing and voice out. 3 weeks to get my hearing back. 1.5 weeks to get my voice back. Don't tell me these 12 are loud. I never said they're not loud. Okay, I the 12 are I can see I can see those are fighting words for you, aren't they, Megan? Those got your dandruff up when I said that about Detroit. Yeah. Uh, no, the 12th is definitely. I mean, Seattle. Yeah. Their noise records goes off the rough, off the rough. You never truly, totally recover from it's well, especially long term noise. So maybe it's a good thing you're not there every week. And Megan, I know if you could, you would definitely be there every week. Okay, okay, you guys may have had a little bit of may have been a little tiny bit loud. Okay, okay, so you already had a busted eardrum. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, that's. Oh, oh man. Oh boy. Yep. Don't talk about noise with a Seattle fan, especially a dedicated 12th man. You're never going to win a debate. I can see that right now. I'm never going to win that debate. The power of the 12. Power. Absolute power. So tell me, Megan, does the power of the 12th come from the dark side of the 4th or the good side? You wrote in the ground shake. Okay, hell yes. I think that means from the dark side of the 4th. Yeah. So, in other words, you're related to Luke. So, is the 12th, I mean, we all know that, or, yeah, I am a Sith. And I have a lightsaber to prove it. Do you got one of those double ones? Those double ones are cool as heck. Although Darth Maul did get defeated pretty easily by the. See, you answered. See, I'm reading your mind there, Megan. I'm reading your mind. You know, because I was just saying, yeah, that double side lightsaber. But heck, it didn't really help Darth Maul in Star Wars Episode One. Phantom Menace. It didn't help him. It didn't help him at all, actually, because Darth Maul kind of got killed right away in that show. I remember Jim was not too happy about that because he thought, man, that was going to be such a cool scene, and then Darth Maul got killed real easily, actually. Shoot. But one thing about the double-edged lightsabers, uh, you you go ahead and you don't want to be standing behind one of those ones because you may think you're safe, but they go ahead and turn that thing on. That's going to cut you like a knife. That laser's just going to go right through you. But um, just saying, uh, a lightsaber looks more like a one than a two, and you need both of them to make 12. Just say, oh gosh. Yeah. Well, guys, thank you very much for coming in. I do need to get some rest today. I do need to get some sleep. Um, this is Maniac Tim with Maniac Sports. Thank you all for coming into the Maniac One show. Late late night with the Maniac. Special thanks to Megan and Grindizer 12, both of you guys for all your input. I really appreciate it. Go ahead and give them each a shout out. And thank you guys very much. Thanks everybody for listening on X and also on Tim's Maniac Sports, and also my Twitch TV. Uh, those are just some of the places you can, there's also there's Maniac Sports on my Facebook. You guys can listen to me there for sure. I was looking to have guests tonight. I really didn't have things set up for guests, but always looking to have guests uh, for the show, and appreciate it. I'd just like to know where some of you guys are from. If anybody wants to post in the chat, let me know where you guys are from. You guys can either post afterwards or even right now, whichever one you guys want to post. You know, I know we had Megan was definitely the farthest. She was from all the way from Australia. Then we have Granddaddy Trouble. We're in Arizona. Uh, I'm sure we got some Michiganders listening here too. Twitch, if it's who I'm thinking it is, I know he lives in Virginia. And an a honorary 12th city. Uh, but yeah, this is my next time. I do need to get to sleep. Um, Thank you guys. Yeah, you do. You too, Grandizer 12. You too. Yep. All right. And just remember, whenever you're out there shouting to the highest levels, reaching the 12th, and remember, Maniac Tim puts a question now. What brings out the maniac in you? Well, example of bringing out the maniac is shouting at the top of your lungs and going ahead and being so damn loud that you get your jerseys retired because you love the game. The love of the game, the love of the sport is what brings out the maniac. Forever night, whether it be football, whether it be basketball, whether it be baseball. I don't know about pickleball though. Although I do got a couple friends that are into pickleball, but I just don't know that much. Love of the game, exactly. Love of the city. Love my Hawks. Yep. Yep. Okay. All right. I know I have said goodbye, bye. Everybody, enjoy your day. Appreciate you all. Thank you. This is Maniac Tim. Oh, we know that. We know that. Megan loves her 12. And you say anything challenging her about the 12s, you better be a damn good debater because uh, she knows her crap. All right. It's Maniac Tim. Have fun.